Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here in this gathering to make a case for the African girl, particularly as it has to do with education. Girlhood is preparatory to being a woman. It's been said that in Africa, that becoming a woman is hard, that preparing to be a woman is like getting ready for a life sentence. But there are some who would argue that say, oh, things are looking up and they're not as bad as we think, but we all would agree that we're not there yet. The BBC News Education Report gives a 2017 statistics that out of the top 10 countries where girls find it difficult to get education, 9 are in Africa. Number 1 is South Sudan, where 3/4 of the girls are not in primary school. Number 2 is the Central African Republic, where there's a shortage of teachers, so you have 1 teacher per 80 pupils. Number 3 is Niger, where only 17% of the girls between 15 and 24 years are literate. Number 4 is Afghanistan. Number 5, we have Chad, where they say that there's so many economic and social barriers that prevent girls and women from accessing education. And number 6, you have a country like Mali, where only 38% of the girls have finished primary school. Number 7, you have Guinea, where when you take a profile of girls, women above 25 years, and you look at the span of education, it's just 1 year. Number 8, you have Burkina Faso. Only 1% of the girls there have finished secondary school. Number 9, you have Liberia, where they say about 2/3 of the pupils are out of school. And 10, Ethiopia, where 2 out of the 5 girls are married off before the age of 18. Now, why do those things abound? Number 1, insecurity, warfare, conflict. United Nations figures state that where you have conflict, girls are twice as likely to lose out than boys. In situations where there's insecurity, parents are more concerned about tucking and hiding their girls at home than allowing them walk the miles to go to school in very remote territories. And then we have the issues of rape and the stigma attached with it, particularly in conflict zones. Another issue affecting access to education in Africa is our population. When families are much in number, those who have to take decisions to decide on who should win the education, and more likely, because girls are valued less than boys, the boys are most likely to get the education. It would amaze you that in the continent of Africa, we are almost 1.3 billion people. At the rate we are going, reports say that by 2100, 1 in every 3 persons in the whole world will be African. And if we do not raise our game to educate our people and our girls, we would not put population under check, and the resources of the globe would not be able to contend with that number. Another issue we need to contend with is poverty, and that is about 33.7% of our 1.277 billion people in Africa. And wherever poverty exists, girls are used as commodities. They are traded, sex slaves, child trafficked, and we see the situation again in sub-Saharan Africa, where a great mass of girls are being shipped across sub-Saharan Africa, through North Africa, across the Mediterranean to Europe for prostitution. How can we keep our girls in school? How can we ensure access to education and make it cheap? Move the incentives so that our girls are not left out. The outcome of education, formal education, is literacy. Aforetime, people define literacy as the ability to read and to write. Thankfully, UNESCO has expanded on that definition. The ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. Literacy involves a continuum of learning in enabling individuals to achieve their goals, to develop their knowledge and potential, and to fully participate in their community and wider society. Literacy, therefore, enables the mind to think, to explore, and to express productive potentials for life and living. What this says keys in with what science has discovered about the part of the brain called the white matter. The white matter is responsible for coordinating communication information to the various aspects of the brain through learning and education. And what it's done for any human being is that Through learning, through the development of the white matter, you are able to adapt in society, you're able to take decisions for yourself, you're able to survive. If we do not have a girls trained, we enslave them mentally. And we have situations where young girls who are traded off to be married at very young ages are voiceless. Another case I need to point out is the issue of the IQ, which science again has pointed out and is a case for education. The intelligence factor of every child is inherited from the mother. The X chromosomes give the inheritance factors of intelligence. So it's not an issue of supremacy, who is more intelligent, male or female. No, it's just how inheritance has brought that out. Therefore, imagine a population where the girls and the women are not educated, and the children they gave birth to take the level of the IQ of the mother. These children later move into society to become the chiefs, the kings, the rulers, the leaders. And they themselves, in all of their masculinity, would determine and say, oh, my wife, my daughters will still not go to school. Imagine a world of such. I would end up with this poem by Aditi, which says, time and again she's asked, why do you need to go to school? What good will your education render to the world? Stay at home to cook, scrub and clean the floor so muddy. Why? But a boy is meant to help progress the nation. Time and again she's asked, ladies and gentlemen, when next she's asked, wherever you are, please change the story and say, male and female, he and she, our destinies are intertwined. When we live here and we go to our respective nations across Africa, let's go uphold the girl child and make a case for education. Thank you very much.